On Friday, prosecutors from the Special Prosecutor's Office filed a motion with Judge Aileen Cannon asking for a massive extension in the upcoming Donald Trump Espionage Act violation case. Now, Cannon, as we talked about last week, had actually set a date of August 14th for that trial. And as I mentioned last week, what did I say? I said that that's actually not a problem for Trump's people. That's more of a problem for Jack Smith, the special prosecutor. Because when she made that ruling, it was 55 days from when she made the ruling to when the trial started. We've now lost about a week of that, right? But I said at the time, I said the prosecution is the one that has to get this case together in record speed. They have to put it together. They have to have their arguments. They have to have their counter arguments to anything the defense could bring up. It takes a long time to do that. Most criminal trials, especially of this caliber, take about a year or more before they ever actually go to trial. The defense, on the other hand, they're given all of the evidence that the prosecution has, so all they have to come up with is reasons why that evidence doesn't matter. It's an easier job for them. I'm not saying it's easier to be a defense lawyer than a prosecutor. I'm just saying with this particular set of facts, it would be easier for them to come up with their arguments quickly than it would be for the prosecution. Which, of course, has now led us to this story because, as I said, the prosecutors were going to have a hell of a hard time doing that, and now they're basically admitting it in court, telling the judge, like, this is not workable, Judge. We need you to postpone this trial not a month, not 2 months, but 4 months. The prosecutors are asking the judge to move the trial date from August 14th to December 11th. Now, there's a problem with that as well. Because you know what else is scheduled for December? Donald Trump's criminal trial in Manhattan. So we would then have 2 overlapping trials, and of course, that can't happen. You can't have a defendant be in 2 places at once. So December's not going to work. So we don't know when this trial will be. It may stay in August. But this is one of those situations where I told you, I warned you that this was not good for the prosecution, and now the prosecution is out there admitting it. And this, of course, could be one of the ways in which Judge Cannon ends up rigging the game in favor of Donald Trump. Because if she does not grant an extension, it doesn't mean that the prosecution is screwed, but it does mean that they've got a hell of a lot of work to do right in front of them. This is also another reason why I said that we needed 2 separate special prosecutors. One investigating the documents, one investigating the attempts to overturn the election. Because right now, Jack Smith, now that the documents thing, he's got his indictments and he's moved on, he's over here working on the attempts to overturn the election case. He's getting people flipping. He's doing some great stuff over there, but because of that, he can't focus on the documents. But if we had 2 separate special prosecutors, this wouldn't be an issue. But it is, because we set it up stupidly because the DOJ didn't even want to do it in the first place. So there's a lot of missteps here. By the way, none of which are coming from Jack Smith. I give him full credit. But the DOJ messed this up. Judge Cannon, the Trump appointee, is probably going to intentionally try to mess things up. The prosecutors have an uphill battle in front of them, and it's all because of the forces outside of their control that have set things up the way that they're currently set up. Thanks for watching, everyone, and well, here comes the awkward part at the end of the video where I ask you to like, comment, and share, and subscribe for more content from Ring of Fire. Also, you should consider becoming a member for some exclusive content and perks, including early access videos and exclusive videos. Check out the link in the description.